Everybody, welcome to this episode of Coach's Car Ride. And oh damn it, fuck, I hate bumpy roads. Hey everybody, on this episode of Coach's Car Ride, we're going to talk about drugs and my favorite drug for weightlifting. Hey everybody, so welcome back, and yes, we are talking about drugs. It's my favorite drug to take. I take it every morning. It is approved by WADA and the NCAA. However, there are still lethal amounts of this drug, and my stimulant of choice is, as it is for most of you, is caffeine. So caffeine has a number of benefits. It benefits aerobic capacity, it benefits your anaerobic performance, it helps your perception of your DOMS, your delayed onset muscle soreness, and it does increase fat oxidation. So it does sound like an amazing drug to take and that everyone should take, even though most people do take it. It does have a number of specific performance benefits, and that's what I want to talk to you guys today about. But first, like anything, the devil is in the dosage. So you do need to be careful with caffeine. You can overdose on caffeine and die. The lethal limit of caffeine, if you're taking caffeine pills, is about 5 grams of caffeine. Remember, performance enhancing is anywhere from 3 to 9 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. And if you're consuming coffee in a liquid form, if you're consuming caffeine in a liquid form like coffee, then you're looking at about 42 cups of coffee back to back for a lethal dose. But enough of that. I'm not worried about you guys. So as I just had alluded to, the performance enhancing dosage for caffeine is seen anywhere from 3 to 9 milligrams of caffeine per kilogram of body weight. Anything over 15 milligrams per kilogram of body weight is seen by the NCAA to be a banned substance. So yes, you can have caffeine in your system when you are performing in sports, but anything over 15 milligrams per kilogram body weight is too much. So to get an idea as to how much 3 to 9 milligrams per kilogram of body weight is, we're looking at about between 90 and 120 milligrams per cup of coffee. So if you weigh 100 kilos, we're looking at between like 2 and 3 cups of coffee before your performance is enhanced due to caffeine. That said, it's important to note, and as usual, I will link all the studies down below. Taking pills, caffeinated pills, are far superior for performance enhancing than it is getting your caffeine in a liquid form like coffee. So yeah, the performance effects of coffee on anaerobic performance are limited, but caffeine pills, it is definitely performance enhancing. It is much superior for the same amount of caffeine there. I'm back. Sorry, these roads are really bumpy on the way to the gym, so I'm trying to talk at all the stoplights that I hit. I'm almost there, so I'll talk to you guys in the parking lot once I do get there. So we've established that 3 to 9 milligrams of caffeine per kilogram of body weight is performance enhancing. Next, taking pills is far superior than drinking your caffeine for improved performance. Caffeine does mute, we'll say, the perception of DOMS, or delayed onset muscle soreness. So it doesn't help cure or help heal your muscles so you feel better faster. It doesn't actually physiologically change your soreness, but what it does is it changes your perception. And so in theory, you can train longer and harder even though you do have sore muscles. So bear with me as I find a parking spot, but we'll keep chatting. Next, so we're looking at aerobic performance. And how caffeine improves your aerobic performance. There's been a number of studies done. Caffeine is one of the most tested performance enhancing drugs out there, and we know that it is safe within the limits that we mentioned earlier. So your aerobic performance is improved. They took a number of of athletes, and they ran on a treadmill to exhaustion. The average time on a placebo was about 71 minutes, and then the average time with caffeine, I believe it was about 4 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. And they ran for about 96 minutes on average before exhaustion compared to placebo, so that's great. Next, we look at anaerobic performance. So this is your power output and your ability to express power, speed, and strength in a very, very short amount of time. And what they found was that in recreational and amateur lifters, caffeine didn't have that much of an improvement in their performance. Where anaerobically speaking, where they did find the most performance were in like judo athletes. They were able to express higher amounts of power when they were supplementing with caffeine. Same with tennis players and swimmers. They were all able to express a higher power output compared to their non-athlete counterparts. So that's something to keep in mind as well. We talked about sore muscles. It mutes your perception of how sore your muscles are. You can run further on it, so your aerobic capacity has improved, more so in higher end athletes, but caffeine does improve your anaerobic capacity as well. And we talked about how it can be deadly if you consume 5 grams of caffeine or about 42 cups of coffee. I think that's all I want to talk about today. I'm at the gym now, so I'm going to go do my workout. Yes, I did have my coffee this morning, so I'm feeling pretty good, but we'll see if that actually translates into increased squat performance. So regardless, today, if you liked the video and you learned something new, fantastic. I really appreciate it if you click that like button, and if you think this is something that your friends or followers would benefit from, go click that share button, and I will talk to you guys next time.